You have probably seen these 3D nails all over your For You page and you thought,
I can never have them because they're either too expensive or too hard to make.
and I'm here to tell you to respectfully shut the hell up. I promise you, with good application and decent quality materials, it doesn't even have to be high quality, just decent quality materials, you can get that and better. And this video is proof that you can do it with any skill level. My name is Randa and I hate long intros, so let's get into this video. Since I do want you to get a close-up, I'll demonstrate on this hand while showing you this hand. The first and most important step would be nail prep. This step can determine whether your nails last or not. And trust me when I say if you rush it, they will fall off within a week, and that's being generous. If you take your time with your nail prep, your nails are a lot more likely to last for up to a month. And I'm saying this from 5 years of experience. I would say if you're going to invest in anything, it's in good tips and prep. Now, I'm gonna show you the ones that I use and the ones that I have used that I know also work but are more affordable. One of my top favorite brands ever since I started doing my nails is Appraise, which I've purchased it with my own money and I've actually received PR from them. And this is by far my favorite nail brand. It is more on the pricier side, but they do celebrity nails. So if that doesn't show quality, I don't know what does. Before you apply anything on your nail, make sure you can see the most amount of surface area on your nail. So what I mean by that is push your cuticles. We're making that area as big as possible so that whenever you put the tip on top of it, it has a lot of room to grip onto. You're gonna wanna buff your nails. You'd start with a dehydrator. This is if you want really good quality. This is if you're on a budget. Honestly, sometimes I use both, regardless of which one I have. I just grab the first one in front of me and use that. But because I want my nails to last and make sure that I'm using the best quality products, I'm gonna be using the Appraise today. The first one, it actually tells you right here, that's number 1. And you would just put it all over your nails. Please put on your UV protective gloves before you put the primer. Once you have dehydrated your nails, the second step would be to prime them, and it says number 2 right here. Make sure you don't put too much primer because it can cause allergies if it touches your skin. Doing your nails is supposed to be fun and therapeutic. As long as we follow the rules and don't go crazy with the chemicals, we should be good. The last thing that I want is my Pookie to get an allergy because they got chemicals on their hand. Next step would be sizing your tips. Now, I use these from Appraise because they are actual gel. They're really thick. I've tried a lot of different tips. These have been my faves. Now, if you are more on a budget, I would recommend getting pre-etched ones from Amazon. This is a good brand that I've used. They're not going to be as strong as the Appraise one. I mean, at the end of the day, you get what you pay for. But if you're on a budget, this is an alternative that I think is worth it. When sizing your tips, you want to make sure it fits sidewall to sidewall, and if it does not, kind of shape it down. The reason why you want it to fit sidewall to sidewall is if there's any opening anywhere, it allows water to get in, and in return, your nails will lift and fall faster. Don't forget to put on sunscreen before you put your hand into the UV light. And if you have UV protective gloves, that's even better. They don't cost too much and they protect your precious hand from all the UV rays. This step is important. Number 3 is etching the actual nail tip. Think of it like this. If your nail has a rigid surface and so does the tip, there's a bigger chance that whatever glue you put in the middle is going to stick, rather than only buffing the natural tip and doing nothing to prep the actual tip. I use this Gel X tip, which says number 3 right here. Keep rubbing it up until that number disappears. Like, you can tell a difference. This is no longer smooth and you can barely see the number compared to the other tip that isn't etched. This is the glue that I use. She's been through it, I know, but she works. For the glue application, you'll need 2 types of lights. One, what is it called? Flash curing light. One flash curing light and one big light. The reason why you'll need a flash curing light is because you're going to need to hold the nail tip after applying the glue, and you might not be able to hold the nail tip correctly under a big light. That's why you need a smaller light. Now, I recently got this in a PR box and I've been using it and loving it. This kind of counts as both because you can technically cure your hand under it, but it's also a flash curing light because you can hold the tip under it. I mean, if you want, I can link that in my list. Put the extension gel on your natural nail. Cure everything under a big lamp for 30 seconds at least. This step may tingle a little bit. It just means that the gel is curing. Now that that part is done, don't touch it. Whatever you do, don't touch it. Put a decent amount of glue, kind of scoop the end of the brush at the very end, turn on your UV light, and then hold it under the UV light. Just finished flash curing all of these tips, and now we're curing everything under a big light. There are a lot of shapes. These are the natural round long. I kind of like the length, but not the shape, so I'm gonna be making them a little bit more pointy because I love stiletto, but not too sharp. The best way to file it is at an angle, and you just file away. And now you can see this is a lot more sharper than this. Girl, is this kind of crooked? This better not be crooked because I swear to God. At this point, we should have the desired shape and length, and now we're ready for the gel application. I asked you guys to pick between these two on my stories, and y'all picked this one, which is the one that I liked. So I was lucky, like, hell yeah, like, those are my pookies. We start with a base color.
And you can do anywhere from 2 to 3 layers. Make sure not to do one thick layer because it won't cure.
Now that your nails are giving Easter, a big part of the design is this blooming gel that I got from Amazon. Did y'all hear that?
I'm scared. I don't know what was that, guys.
Girl, I am home alone. I am not about to play. I will throw anything at anyone right now. As I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by the ghost, I have this blooming gel that I got from Amazon, and I feel like this is going to be a big factor of this entire set because every single one of these nails needs it. You want to put the blooming gel on the thumbnail. I'm going to do the water first, where I just do squigglies all around.
We're using the same technique for the shell nail, putting the blooming gel first and then using multiple colors to draw these lines. I did 3 colors, one nude, brown, and white, and I just went across the nail, and I find a curved line to be the most natural. And the lines don't have to be perfect, they're actually supposed to be messy. After you're happy with the shape, cure, and then use this 3D sculpting gel that I got from Amazon. This is a terrible angle, by the way. I am so sorry. I can't see what the camera's focusing on. And also these lines are crooked as hell. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. You don't have to be professional to do these nails. Once I'm happy with the 3D design, I cure and then go over it with chrome dust.
As for the starfish on my middle nail, I'm actually using this sculpting gel, and it's clay for your nails.
Okay, so don't touch this with your hands. I was in a rush. I took a little bit of sculpting gel and rolled it up on a surface and then cut it into 5 different pieces. Then rolled them into little balls.
I don't mean to flick you off. I'm just trying to show you. There's a little ball right there. I put all 5 balls right next to each other and then pushed it in with this side of my brush. And if I wanted it to be a flower, I would just leave them round, but because I want it to be a starfish, I'm sharpening the edges with the same brush. Because I want the starfish to stand out, I'm using this orange.
After you're happy with the 3D design, make sure to cure before adding any gel polish. And I added multiple colors to add depth to it, also to make it look more realistic. I started with a light orange, and then I added red in the middle, and then I added brown in the center. And you can either cure between layers, or if you want to mix the colors, you can do that as well. I then went in with a dotting tool to add a little more detail.
This starfish is starting to look a little too realistic, and I don't know how to feel about that anymore. Also, I want to go to sleep. I am leaving for the airport tomorrow. I've never seen anybody put real pearls in a nail before, so obviously I had to do it. I got these pearls from a Japanese store. I think it's called Daiso. I've been waiting to use these pearls, and this is the perfect set.
For the first layer, I added these ombre white squiggles all around before adding the rhinestone glue and gluing the pearls on top and doing a 3D design around the pearls with white chrome.
This is the final set. I'm actually obsessed with how they turned out. This is what my nails look like exactly 3 weeks after I finished this set. You can tell that the 2 biggest pearls have fallen off, which I honestly expected that to happen. And I tried to glue on other pearls, but other than that, it is the same exact set. And you can see there isn't really any lifting, which that's why they've stayed on for this long, because of the good prep. I'm really happy with them. I might soak them off soon because I don't like the outgrown look, but they can go up to a month if I wanted them to. And just in case you were wondering, this is the other hand. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and let me know what kind of content you want to see next.